let's begin the interior tour of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona Scatpack Stage 2. We'll start with the driver's side door panel. So this car does come equipped with the leather and suede package, which again comes with this black Napa leather and has contrasting red stitching with a bonus black Alcantara inserts with a black Alcantara suede headliner. So again, lots of Napa leather, lots of black Alcantara, and lots of red stitching. So again, definitely great classic race colors, and I think it contrasts really well with that white exterior. So here's the driver's side door panel. So again, you have that really soft Napa leather with that red contrasting stitching that runs all the way down across. And on the center of this, in between all this leather, is this kind of like carbon fiber finish in the center that rides all the way up to the top. And then again, then you have that again continuing on with that soft Napa leather with that red contrasting stitching. And in this case, there's like a little white contrasting stitching underneath that. Surrounding the door switch panels, you have one touch, soft touch, windows up, windows down. Very simple. Rolls the window up, rolls the window down. You have your side mirror controls, and then you have your lock and unlock. You have your seat saving options. You have two different ways to save the seat options right here. And the doors, just like how the motor is powered, is electrically controlled. So again, if you want to open the door of your Dodge Charger, you're going to press this button right here and the door will electronically open. And in the small case where your electric vehicle runs out of power for some odd reason and you can't open the door electronically, there is an analog pull switch right here, which again, you see like kind of like an indentation of a door open, and it's kind of like a little plastic handle underneath there. So again, you'll never get stuck in your Dodge Charger if you run electricity. I think that Dodge did a great job redesigning the interior of the 8th generation Dodge Charger, and if you take a look at the door panel, it's just a little tease of what is to come. And I can tell you right now that Dodge definitely hit it out of the park with the redesign of the Dodge Charger's interior. Now with all that leather and carbon fiber, this door panel also has many functional aspects to it. Underneath the door handle here, you do have storage compartments right underneath for essentially some of your cup holders. You can probably put some like books down in there or put your phone. Again, a lot of storage in here, but also a lot of form and function. I think they definitely did a really great job. And right now you can't really see it, but right underneath here, Dodge does have something called essentially an ambient light that runs across the door panel here, all the way across the dash into the other side. And that ambient lighting that's integrated into door panel essentially can be turned into, I believe, like maybe like 60 plus different colors, from red to green to blue. Again, providing a ambient lighting that again is highlighted in the door panel. So again, I think that's a great redesign. And let's take a look at the full interior so you guys can share what I mean when I say that Dodge did an amazing job. And if you are going to get your Charger, I really recommend you speccing it with the leather and suede interior package option. And right behind what this looks like a door speaker, which it is, lies a very special option. So this car comes with the Sun and Sound package option, and the Sun and Sound package option comes with an Alpine branded 18 speaker high performance audio with subwoofer. Definitely very cool. So one of those Alpine speakers is somewhere in here. Again, definitely very classic. Definitely a big fan of Alpine electronics, and it's definitely nice to see them back in the OEM game. So again, this car does come with a 18 speaker Alpine branded audio system with subwoofer. And here is the interior of your brand new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona Scatpack Stage 2. Really beautiful. Again, they did a really great job moving away from the rental car specs of previous generations, and they just basically ripped out the entire interior and basically updated it completely. And with this spec package of leather and suede, you get this really cool racing like seats, and they are, with the Scatpack Stage 2 package, 14-way adjustable with 4-way lumbar support. So again, not only is it convenient and luxurious, but again, lots and lots of rich materials used for the seat. So let's take a closer look to the seats right now. So the center is finished in a really black textured Alcantara leather, Alcantara suede, which I really do love. Nice and grippy, keeps you from sliding around in the seats. And that suede is wrapped around with this soft black leather, Napa leather, and has contrasting, again, that red stitching that runs all the way across that black Napa leather. So again, basically definitely great classic racing color specs with this, again, black with red stitching, and it contrasts very well with, again, that white finish of the paint. Definitely very cool. So again, it is 14-way adjustable, forward, up, down here. Definitely very cool. And also safety, it does have side impact airbags integrated into the seats itself. But again, definitely great job on the redesign of the front seats. I really love how in the center here, it seems like they integrated some sort of like center harnesses. So again, you could probably set up some sort of racing seats with a roll bar back there if you wanted to. But again, definitely very cool. Great redesign, and they've done away with previous generations like large lounge chairs, and definitely just upgraded it into these again redesigned seats for the new Dodge Charger Daytona electric vehicle. I also want to note that these front suede leather seats with the Napa surrounding Napa leather are also ventilated and heated. Definitely very cool. So again, luxurious, comfortable, and warms you up in the wintertime and cools you down in the summertime. Let's jump into the driver's seat of the Dodge Charger Daytona and see what it's all about. And here we are in the cockpit of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona ScatPack Stage 2 with the optional, again, carbon fiber and suede and black Napa leather option interior. So let's take a look at the steering wheel of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona ScatPack. And the steering wheel is one of my favorite interior redesigns of the new Dodge Charger. So if you take a look very closely, it is leather wrapped, and again with that red stitching underneath. Definitely very cool. And you have leather perforations on the side handles, and if you notice that the bottom is a flat bottom steering wheel, and the top is also a flat top steering wheel. So again, definitely because race car like, you have the flat bottom steering wheel to get in and out very easily, and you have the flat top steering wheel on top right here, again, so that you can see unobstructed out to the windshield, and as well as seeing your instrument cluster. So again, definitely form and functional, and definitely a great redesign from previous generations, and again, great use of materials. And again, I definitely love the flat bottom and flat top of the new steering wheel. Definitely a lot of exotic car slash race car vibes with this redesigned steering wheel. Right dead center, you do have the Dodge insignia right down center, and the center is a horn. Let's give it a punch. Oh, definitely very loud. Again, functional also. So again, this is the steering wheel of your new Dodge Charger Daytona. Let's take a look at some closer functions. To the left of the steering wheel, you do have audio controls. Essentially, again, this car is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay ready. So again, you have your steering wheel controls for your phone to make phone calls and raise and lower volume. To the right, you do have adaptive cruise control. Definitely very comfortable. And to the bottom of left and right of the horn is two of my favorite buttons in the interior of this new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona ScatPack. And to the left is one of my favorite buttons. Again, it's drive modes. So again, in previous videos, the first thing I ever do in every single car is look for drive modes and see where the track or race version is. So again, this car has different drive modes that you can change through right here. So again, the most extreme version of the drive modes is track, and there's a street, and I believe there's a winter, and there's also custom. So again, you can change the drive modes through this analog switch here. And then to the right, you have this mysterious button. And if you see in my previous Dodge Charger ScatPack Super B, there's a quote-unquote power shot button. So what is this power shot button? Let's see. So if you guys remember when I was going through the specs of the Stage 2 ScatPack package, so the total horsepower is right around 650 horsepower, but in reality, on the daily, the two motors are actually putting out 590 horsepower. And basically, when you press this power shot button for about 10 to 15 seconds, you then get a boost of the remaining 80 horsepower. So essentially, in order to achieve the written quote-unquote 650 plus horsepower experience, essentially you have to press this power shot button and you can experience the maximum capacity of the output of this car, which is 650 plus horsepower. It's a little confusing, but again, long story short, two motors max out on the daily at 590 horsepower, and if you want to experience the max of the 650 horsepower, you kind of have to press this button, and you can only experience it for like 10 to 15 seconds at a time. So again, I kind of equate it to kind of like kind of back in the days with the Fast and Furious with the NOS shot. Essentially, this is kind of like a electric NOS shot, which again allows you to utilize the full capacity of the electric motors. Again, I wish that they kind of just put all 670 horsepower on there, but again, what's the fun in that? So again, if you want to experience everything, you basically press that button down to the right of the steering wheel horn, and you hold it down, and essentially you'll experience for 10 to 15 seconds an additional boost of 80 horsepower to your car. Right behind the steering wheels is a very interesting buttons also. Behind the steering wheel, you do have these little paddle shifters in the back, in the rear, that allows you to, again, quote-unquote manually shift your steering transmission. I think it has to do with something with regenerative braking, I'm not really sure, but again, you do have these rear, I guess, again, paddle shifters to quote-unquote shift your own gears. We'll see more of that when we go on the test drive of this Dodge Charger electric vehicle. So as stated, this car does come with the quote-unquote carbon and suede package, which is a $2,995 option, and I feel like it's a great option to check when you do if you do purchase your Dodge Charger EV, because again, it comes with the, again, black Napa leather on the dash here, and the red contrasting stitching, definitely very cool, and that runs all the way across the dash. And then you do have, again, only in this package, the carbon fiber insert that runs all the way across into the door panel of the passenger side, and all the way across again, all the way through to the driver's side. And then again, on the center of the dash, you have this very soft suede, Alcantara suede with the red stitching. That's my favorite part here. It's very rare to have cars with Alcantara interior pieces, and when you do, it definitely gives this really a luxurious slash exotic car vibe. And again, that Alcantara runs all the way across the bottom of the dash. Definitely very cool, and it contrasts very well with the carbon fiber and the black Napa leather. So again, if you guys can spec it, definitely try to spec it with this Napa leather slash suede slash carbon fiber package. So again, leather, Alcantara all the way through, and again, that Alcantara also runs through most of the headliner all the way across. So again, definitely a very great option. And since we're up here on the headliner, the other very cool option of this vehicle is, again, this rear huge panoramic roof that runs all the way across the front of the car all the way to the back. Again, this is part of a package option that you have to spec, but again, you do have this panoramic roof. Unfortunately, there is no cover for it, so again, what you see is what you get. So it may get a little hot, but again, it definitely brightens up this black interior, and definitely provides this very again, electric car vibes, because I feel like most electric cars have this huge rear, like essentially panoramic roof. Definitely very cool option to have, and definitely cool interior features. So that is very cool, very great. I do want to note that you do have driver side mirror controls, and these window visors are also wrapped in the black Alcantara that I was talking about. So again, this whole thing is wrapped in black Alcantara. You do have a mirror for your driver side, and then your passenger side is also wrapped in a black Alcantara with, again, this mirror for your passenger side, and again, all wrapped in black Alcantara, just matching the headliner. So again, even just having the window visors wrapped in black Alcantara makes a huge difference. Definitely a very cool option to have in this Dodge Charger EV. Right in the center console here on top, you do here have your window light, your essentially like a passenger side light. So if you need to read anything in a car, you definitely do have these little lights here. Here you can also have your trunk open. So again, you do have an electronic trunk in the rear. So you press this and that'll pop right open. If you want to open your door, you can open your door here using this button, I believe. And again, you do have your emergency SOS and assist buttons here in case of emergencies, but I believe you probably have to buy some sort of service for that. Right underneath this little switch right here, you do have the classic sunglass holder. That's definitely very cool. It is lined with felt inside. It would have been cool if they lined it with Alcantara, but they didn't. But again, you do have a room to store your sunglasses for safety reasons. Right in front, you have a classic rear view mirror here. And I believe right in the center there is some sort of vent here. And I believe that's probably maybe a part of the 18 speaker Bose stereo system. Again, this does have the optional sound package, which comes with an 18 speaker Alpine branded speaker system. So I assume that's probably maybe like the center channel speaker. Definitely very cool. So again, a lot of things going on up on the headliner, but again, all wrapped in Alcantara suede. Definitely very cool. I also want to note that for the this steering wheel, you do have electronic controls. So this car is electronically, the steering wheel can tilt forward and backwards and up and down, and it's all done electronically. So definitely very cool, and it allows you to provide you with the most perfect driving position for wherever your height may be. And right dead center of the dash is this, again, really beautiful 12.3 inch touchscreen that is a part of the, again, 18 speaker optional Alpine stereo system with subwoofer. And the really great thing I love about this multimedia screen is two things. Number one, it's very modern, it's very clean, it's very big, it's 12.3 inch. But the other thing I really like about it is that instead of doing away with all the analog buttons, you do have this thing completely touchscreen, but you do have analog toggles, for example, the volume level, the tuning level, and right underneath it, you do have your interior climate controls that are also analog. So again, I really like the option of having either a touchscreen and the analog buttons. Again, I feel like most electric cars, they do away with analog, trying to be futuristic, but again, I really like how they give you the option of both. I really do like that option. Again, it's just very user-friendly and intuitive. So again, a great screen, definitely very big. We'll get into a more in-depth review of the screen later. Right underneath this multimedia screen and underneath the analog climate controls, again, you have the suede insert right underneath, and then you do have these classical, again, interior vents. Very simple, very clean. Passenger also has one, so each person pretty much has two vents. Driver also has one. Definitely cool. And then again, nice to note, right above this vent here, you do have this, again, Napa leather with the red stitching and the white stitching. Definitely very cool, subtle touch. Back down underneath the center vents here, essentially down here, right in between all that, I call this kind of like your electric charging station storage area. So again, here is your again, wireless charging station. So if you put your phone right here, and if it's wireless capable, it should charge wirelessly. And if you don't, you do have two USB ports right above that in order to charge your phone. So again, you can plug your wires here and put your phone here and have a nice little storage space. It's nice and grippy, so it won't slide anywhere. So again, a lot of storage space for different electronics that you may need to charge. And very cool, hidden underneath there are what I call like the fun buttons. So you do have a launch control button that's analog here, as well as electronic. But again, I guess Dodge is hinting something to you when they make the launch control button analog. There's also option to turn off traction control, and you can also turn off lane assist. So again, definitely different buttons, but I call this kind of like the fun buttons to do all of your I'll probably say nefarious or hooligan type of driving activities. So again, a lot of different options down here right next to the electric charging station. So I like how they subtly hit it down at the bottom. But again, these are analog switches. I'm sure you can control it also, those same options electronically via the touchscreen. Continuing on, the center console here, definitely very cool, definitely very different. You do have this kind of like this, again, pistol grip gun slash 1-speed automatic transmission. But I love how they kind of designed it, kind of futuristic. Again, this is an electric vehicle, but they kind of designed it kind of like a laser gun, I suppose. So again, it's very straightforward. It acts like an automatic transmission. If you want to park, you can push it forward. If you want to, again, shift to reverse, neutral, down, you just hold on to a button down here, and you pull it back, and it'll slowly scroll down from reverse, neutral to drive. So again, I do like how even though it's an automatic transmission, they did wrap it in some sort of like shift boot with a red stitching. Again, this is probably Napa leather with a red stitching. Definitely gives it kind of that race car vibe, even though it is an automatic transmission. To the right of it, you do have very convenient cup holders. So not only do you have cup holders, again, on the side door panel, you do have 2 cup holders here right dead center for your driver and passenger. This car is equipped with push to start, so you do not need to stick in a key. So again, whenever you do want to start the car, you just have to have your trusty key near the car. And again, all you have to do is put your foot onto the brake. And then again, all you do is press this power button right here, and the car will start right up, as you can see. And there you go, that started right up. And you can hear that Fratzonic exhaust in the back, even though again, this is an electric vehicle. So again, to turn it off, you just go ahead and press power again, and the car will shut right off. Right underneath the power switch, the start car, you do have your emergency brake right here. So you pull up to lock, push down to, again, disengage the electronic parking brake. Another cool option, again, of getting the carbon fiber package is that, again, on the side, you do have this Napa leather insert on the side with the red stitching. And also you do have, again, this carbon fiber finish trim that goes around the, the transmission. I think that, again, definitely gives it really cool race car vibes. I definitely do love it. Right now is a great time to highlight that, again, in the door panels, you do have this, what they call, what Dodge calls, let's see what it's called. It's called attitude adjustment light. So this is kind of essentially your ambient light that runs from the, again, the carbon fiber insert in the driver's side all the way across the dash, all the way across onto, again, the driver's side. And apparently this so this ambient color, you can change it to like 64 plus different colors, from red to green to pink to yellow. So again, you can change it to your liking. So again, definitely very cool. So you get the Napa leather carbon fiber, you get the Alcantara suede, and they threw in this, again, this ambient lighting that runs across that carbon fiber. Definitely very cool, and definitely fits in with the electric car vibes. Continuing on, the center compartment here is, again, your armrest here is wrapped in that, again, soft Napa leather with the red stitching and the white stitching. And when you open it up, you do have a pretty sizable storage compartment. And in the storage compartment, you do have a USB port, and again, you do have a kind of traditional cigarette lighter charging port in here. So again, many different options to charge your phone and equipment and store your belongings. So again, definitely enough room for your wallet and your keys and your phone or whatnot. So again, nice storage option, plus it converts into a nice armrest for you and your passenger. Underneath the passenger side Alcantara, again, dash, you do have a lockable storage compartment or glove compartment that runs pretty deep. So again, definitely can store a lot in here. And again, you can keep your valuables safe by locking it up. So again, you do have a traditional glove compartment right in front. Now let's do a deeper dive into the, again, the speedometer digital screen in the center. So it's a digital gauge cluster, and in order to get start, you press, again, foot and brake, press start, and when you do start it up, it does tell you that you're in a Dodge Daytona, and there's a Super B on the right side. Very cool. So the first screen, again, straight up in the front is your speedometer. I do want to note, I'm not sure if you can see it from this screen here, it might be a little hard to see, but there is a heads-up display that displays your current speed and also options to display different various elements such as your gas mileage and so on and so forth. So again, this is the base screen. There are numerous screens that you can cycle through. So again, you can change and put your navigation in the center, so you don't have to keep looking to the right. Let's see what else can you do. There's a lap timer, definitely very cool. That tells, and on the left side there's the range monitor. It tells you how much range you have left. There's a miles per gallon on the right, bottom right corner. I like how the electric gauge looks almost like a gas pump. Instead of gas, it's essentially telling you percentages. So right now, for example, I have 51% left on the battery life. Definitely very interesting. Something you don't see in many muscle cars. Continuing on screens. So again, there's many different options of the center screen. You can kind of adjust and change what you want. So you can do a screen setup where you can kind of decide, what you want in the upper left corner, right corner, and do it to your settings or whatnot. So you can change this into a compass, for example. So your upper left is now a compass. If you can see, the top left is now a compass. Let's see what else can you do on the screen. So again, you could put your messages here. You could again turn on or turn off your heads-up display. You can change your heads-up display location, move it up, move it down, move it higher. You can also lower it, or you can also turn it off completely, or you can increase the brightness. You can put your audio right in the middle for your audio files. So again, this does come with the 18-speaker Alpine aftermarket sound system with the subwoofer. So again, if you love music, you can throw it right dead center in your gauge cluster screen. You have vehicle info like PSI and so forth like that, and this does have a lap timer and a drag strip timer. Again, definitely very race car like, and that you can throw into the center. You can also just again put your messages there, or just keep it simple. Like I said, what I do is just keep it simple. I just put no device or just keep the speedometer in the middle. So again, this is your kind of little quicker tour into the electronic gauge cluster. So again, definitely very cool, definitely very useful, and definitely customizable to your needs and liking. And it's bright. And again, okay, let's do a deeper dive into the multimedia system of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona electric vehicle. So again, this is a 12.5-inch full touchscreen. And as I mentioned before, it is full touchscreen, but you do get, again, analog knobs on the left-hand side, right-hand side for tuning the volume and also tuning the stations. You also get analog buttons for the climate controls, but you can also control it within the screen. But again, let's take a deeper dive into this multimedia screen. So again, a lot of cool features. This is the home screen. In media, you definitely have definitely many different options. Again, you can use FM radio, AM radio, Sirius, Bluetooth. This is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto accessible. You do have options for Alexa, and also again, you could straight plug into a USB. You do have Bluetooth connectivity, again, Apple CarPlay and everything else. And you can also connect a Bluetooth device. Comfort settings, so again, driver and passenger seat both have these heat controls, so you can control the heated and ventilated seats on the touchscreen, and also on the side of the screen there's also designated buttons for the driver and passenger to control the ventilated seats for both. So if you want to turn on the heat, you can go ahead and click that. There's 3 different settings. Ventilation, again, 3 different settings. And then for the driver, again, you do have a heated steering wheel. Definitely a very cool option. So you can kind of set the settings here, or also control it from the touchscreen in the middle. You do have a pretty great navigation system. I think this is pretty most updated navigation system. It's big, it's bright, and again, it's I think it's better than the Apple phone's navigation, and it's built in. So again, definitely a great option and a pretty big screen. Reminder, you do have a reverse camera here. You also have again a top view camera view of the vehicle. You do also have, you can change kind of the camera settings. So this is the rear view camera, this is the front view camera. So again, many different camera options. Again, this is the front view of the camera, and then again the rear view. And so again, you have many different cameras. So again, these are all the options. You have a SIR cam, you have a top front, top rear, driver blind spot. So again, the side mirrors, I told you again, 360 degree cameras on the side mirrors. So again, a lot of different cool options, and that's all found within this, again, this camera menu. Let's put that back in park. So again, that was your rear view camera settings with all the different camera options. One of the most unique screens is when you click on the vehicle section right here. What I really do like is, again, this attitude adjustment. Not your attitude, the attitude adjustment button basically adjusts, again, that ambiance strip that I showed you before. So again, there's supposed to be like 64 different color options here. And so you can control it with the screen. So right now I'm at yellow gold, but you can kind of switch it over and then the whole thing turns like green. Or if you want, it can turn blue. Definitely many different color options. It even has like this cool like neon pink, or you can go to like race red. So here's like the race red. Definitely very cool. Definitely very cool. So again, really great, cool ambiance strip, and I like how they call it the attitude adjustment lighting. Definitely helps adjust your attitude depending on what color source. You do have a mirror dimmer, and again, you could adjust that vehicle camera from that screen from before. This is the dashboard. So again, this car does come with different kind of like basically kind of race diagnostics. So you can kind of change your like screen. So again, this car is all-wheel drive, but there is an option to change it into drift or donut mode, and that'll basically close up the front motor and allow the rear motor to run. So you basically have a rear-wheel drive, so you can do burnouts and do donuts and do drifting and so forth like that. In fact, it just says drift and donut on that button. Definitely very cool. You do have launch control button here on top, and a reminder, you do have an analog launch control button at the bottom. This car also has like stuff like line lock, where you can press that button and it'll lock up the front wheel and you can do a rear burnout. So again, this is an electric vehicle, but it definitely does have a lot of gas race car type of buttons. Definitely very cool. Going on back. So again, I told you about the drive modes before. You can adjust it on the screen here, or there's a button on the steering wheel that you can change the drive modes. So again, many different drive modes. There's drag, track, sport. Again, my favorite is always track. And again, as a reminder, when you do that, the exhaust does get louder, or the quote-unquote exhaust does get louder. So again, here are your different apps. You pretty much have your again, your entire I believe your entire owner's manual is within this this catalog or whatnot. So again, this is a kind of like a quick overview of your electric vehicle multimedia station. Definitely very cool. A lot of different options. You have a clock, and you have a temperature, and again, both analog and digital buttons. So again, I think this is a great multimedia screen, probably the most newest and most advanced, big and bright, 12.5 inch, and I love the ambiance strip. Now let's take a look at the rear seats of the Dodge Charger Daytona Scatpack electric vehicle. So in order to access the rear seats of this vehicle, there's a little tag on the back of here. You want to give it a good pull, and the front seats will again mechanically move forward. And let's see what it's like for you rear seat passengers of your new 2024 Dodge Charger electric vehicle. So I can tell you right now that I usually complain about being in the back seat of many cars, but for this 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona Scatpack Stage 2, it is definitely very roomy. And not only is it very roomy back here, the materials, again, they didn't cheapen out on the rear seat passengers. The rear seat passengers are also treated to, again, that black Napa leather with the red stitching, and the center insert is again that really soft, supple Alcantara suede with the textured patterns underneath it. So again, rear seat, lots of room. I'm sitting back here right now. This front driver's seat is pretty much put all the way back, and I still have room for my knees. And I'm about 5'8", so again, lots of room back here. So again, just a note, this is a 2-door Charger. There will be a 4-door in the future, But again, when Dodge designed this vehicle, they wanted to make sure that the back seats were as big enough as if there were 4 doors. So again, back here, definitely very roomy. And again, you can actually fit 5 people back here because there is a center seat belt. So again, definitely very cool. Another very cool thing for your rear passengers is luxurious features. Just like the front seats, the rear seats are also heated and ventilated. So again, definitely very cool options for the rear. So again, your rear seat passengers will not only be comfortable room-wise, but also they'll be comfortable temperature-wise. Definitely very cool. And cycling through, so again, you do have your, again, heated and ventilated rear seats options right here. Your rear seat passengers are treated to 2 USB plugs back here, and they do also have their center AC vents, so they're nice and comfortable. On the side here, again, you do have little compartments to store, I believe, you'll probably put like a little coin or whatnot right there. And again, this is probably a part of the 18-speaker Alpine stereo system. I do like the fact that your rear seat passengers can not only enjoy the view from this panoramic roof from the rear to the front, the headroom here is actually very tall. For myself, I'm about 5'7", 5'8", but I do have long hair with a, again, ponytail, sometimes a bun put up. And again, I'm not hitting anything at all. There's a lot of room to move my head around. So again, a lot of headroom, a lot of leg room. This is probably one of the most comfortable and luxuriously trimmed rear seats of any car that I've really sat in. So again, definitely very cool. So again, I do want to remind you that these rear seats do fold down if you wanted to access the rear trunk or to get more storage space. But again, you can also drive around passengers very comfortably, and you could probably fit 3 back here, 3 adults back here semi-comfortably, and 2 definitely very comfortably. So again, Dodge did a great job of the redesign of the rear seats of the new Dodge Charger electric vehicle. Definitely a great job. And your rear seat passengers will be comfortable. To further add to that comfort, you do have this fold down, again, armrest for your rear seat passengers with again, beverage holders. So again, definitely very cool. But if you do need to drive an extra person, you can put that on back, and you can probably seat 1 more person right here in the center. Definitely very cool, easily accessible, and again, great view out of this huge panoramic roof. And they do also get to share in this, again, Alcantara headliner. And there is a side impact airbag. So again, safety and function on one. Great job, Dodge, and your rear seat passengers, whoever they may be, will definitely be comfortable back here.